The notion of extraterrestrial life and the possibility of first contact with alien races have captivated the human imagination for centuries. What if, one day, we were to witness the arrival of beings from beyond our world? Imagine a clear, starlit night when suddenly, a massive, unidentified spacecraft appears in our skies, capturing the attention of the entire world. The reality of first contact would start to sink in. The initial emotions would likely encompass a mixture of fear, excitement, and curiosity. The discovery of an alien spacecraft would be a global event, transcending borders and politics. Governments, scientists, and organizations worldwide would come together to analyze and understand the situation. The United Nations and international space agencies would likely play a crucial role in coordinating efforts to communicate with the alien race and decipher their intentions. Scientists and researchers would eagerly focus on understanding the alien technology, biology, and culture. Specialized teams would be assembled to establish communication channels, attempting to decode their language and intentions. This stage would be crucial in bridging the gap between our species and facilitating meaningful interactions. Amidst the excitement and curiosity, fear and skepticism would inevitably prevail in some sections of society. The unknown often triggers anxiety and speculation. Hollywood portrayals of alien invasions might fuel a sense of impending doom, necessitating a delicate balance of information dissemination to allay unnecessary fears. The cultural impact of extraterrestrial contact is the collection of changes to terrestrial science, technology, religion, politics, and ecosystems caused by contact with an alien civilization. This idea is closely related to the search for extraterrestrial intelligence, which focuses on locating intelligent life rather than analyzing the ramifications of making contact with it. Depending on the extraterrestrial civilization's level of technological development, degree of benevolence or malevolence, and degree of mutual understanding with humanity, the magnitude and nature of the potential effects of extraterrestrial contact could vary significantly. The medium through which humanity is contacted, be it electromagnetic radiation, direct physical interaction, or an extraterrestrial artifact, may also affect the outcomes of contact. Various systems have been developed to evaluate the implications of extraterrestrial contact by incorporating these factors. The Columbian Exchange serves as a historical precedent for comparing the implications of extraterrestrial contact, particularly with a technologically superior civilization, to the meeting of two vastly different human cultures on Earth. Such encounters have historically resulted in the destruction of the receiving civilization. Therefore, the destruction of human civilization is possible. Multiple interactions between non-human native and invasive species occupying the same ecological niche are analogous to extraterrestrial contact. However, due to the lack of confirmed public contact to date, tragic outcomes remain largely speculative. To detect extraterrestrial civilizations with radio telescopes, one must distinguish an artificial, coherent signal from a variety of natural phenomena that also emit radio waves. The Allen Telescope Array in Hat Creek, California, the new 500-meter aperture spherical telescope in China, and the now-demolished Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico are all capable of this. Several programs to detect extraterrestrial intelligence have previously received government funding. Project Cyclops was commissioned by NASA in the 1970s to investigate the most effective way to search for signals from intelligent extraterrestrial sources, but the report's recommendations were set aside in favor of the much more modest approach of messaging to extraterrestrial intelligence, the sending of messages that intelligent extraterrestrial beings might intercept. Since then, SETI programs have relied on private contributions to continue their search. with the discovery of numerous extrasolar planets, some of which may be habitable. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, governments have once again become interested in funding new programs. In 2009, NASA launched the Kepler Space Observatory for the same purpose as the European Space Agency's Kourou spacecraft, which was launched in 2006. Kepler had discovered 105 of the 5,506 confirmed exoplanets by February 2013, and one of them, Kepler 22b, is potentially habitable. With funding from the United States Air Force, the SETI Institute resumed its search for intelligent extraterrestrial civilization, focusing on Kepler's candidate planets. The ramifications of potential encounters with extraterrestrial entities are contingent upon the modality of detection, the characteristics of said entities, and their spatial proximity to our planet. Given these considerations, the development of the Rio scale was undertaken to offer a more quantitative assessment of the outcomes arising from encounters with extraterrestrial beings. In a more precise manner, the scale assesses the extent to which communication took place via radio, the informational substance of the messages exchanged, and whether any discoveries were made as a result of intentionally transmitted messages. Furthermore, it considers whether the detection occurred as a consequence of a targeted search for extraterrestrial intelligence initiative, general astronomical observations, or the identification of phenomena such as radiation leakage from astroengineering installations. The determination of the authenticity of a purported extraterrestrial signal, as well as the level of confidence associated with this determination, will also have an impact on the consequences of the contact. In 2011, the Rio scale underwent modifications to incorporate an assessment of whether contact was established via an interstellar message or a physical extraterrestrial artifact. It was proposed that the definition of artifact be broadened to encompass technosignatures, which encompass all discernible indications of intelligent extraterrestrial life, excluding solely the interstellar radio messages pursued by conventional SETI initiatives. The Rio scale was introduced in the year 2000 with the purpose of providing a quantitative measure for assessing the importance of a potential detection in the context of the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. The scale was devised by Yvonne Almar and Jill Tarter with the purpose of providing policymakers with an assessment, ranging from 0 to 10, of the probability that an extraterrestrial radio signal has been generated by an intelligent civilization. In 2018, a revised iteration of the scale, referred to as version 2.0, was put forth. Several protocols have been formulated delineating a prescribed course of action for scientists and governments in the event of contact with extraterrestrial entities. The protocols following the detection of extraterrestrial communication necessitate the consideration of three key aspects: the appropriate course of action during the initial weeks subsequent to receiving a message from an extraterrestrial origin, the decision regarding the transmission of a response, and the evaluation of the enduring implications stemming from the received message. There is currently no legally enforceable post-detection protocol in place, either at the national or international level. The Declaration of Principles for Activities Following the Detection of Extraterrestrial Intelligence was formulated by the SETI Permanent Committee of the International Academy of Astronautics, serving as an early post-detection protocol. Subsequently, the endorsement of the aforementioned entities, including the Board of Trustees of the International Astronautical Association, IAA, the International Institute of Space Law, the International Astronomical Union, the Committee on Space Research, the International Union of Radio Science, among others, was obtained. The endorsement of the aforementioned initiative was subsequently obtained from a majority of researchers actively engaged in the pursuit of extraterrestrial intelligence, including the esteemed SETI Institute. Subsequently, an independent proposed agreement on the transmission of communications to extraterrestrial intelligence was formulated. The proposal suggests the establishment of an international commission that would be accessible to all nations expressing interest, with the purpose of addressing the detection of extraterrestrial intelligence. The aforementioned commission would be responsible for deliberating on the decision to transmit a communication to extraterrestrial intelligence. In the event that such a transmission is deemed appropriate, the commission would ascertain the specific content of the message by adhering to fundamental principles, including but not limited to justice, respect for cultural diversity, honesty, and respect for property and territory. The draft document suggests implementing a prohibition on the transmission of any communication by a nation or organization without prior authorization from the Commission. Additionally, it proposes that in the event of identified intelligence that poses a threat to human civilization, the United Nations Security Council should be responsible for granting authorization for any communication directed towards extraterrestrial intelligence. Nevertheless, similar to previous proposals, this particular suggestion has yet to be integrated into the legal frameworks of both national and international jurisdictions. According to Paul Davies, a member of the SETI Post-Detection Task Group, it is improbable that astronomers would adhere to post-detection protocols that require international consultation prior to undertaking significant actions in response to a detection. This is due to their prioritization of career progression, which takes precedence over compliance with a protocol that lacks legal recognition at the national or international level. Numerous models exploring the potential interactions between extraterrestrial and human civilizations have been proposed in scientific literature and science fiction. The range of predictions varies significantly, encompassing both advanced civilizations capable of significantly advancing human society across multiple domains, as well as imperial powers that could potentially harness the necessary resources to dominate and control humanity. Certain theoretical frameworks propose the possibility of an extraterrestrial society that has achieved a level of advancement wherein biological existence becomes obsolete, as they inhabit highly sophisticated computational systems. The implications of discovery are contingent upon the degree of aggressiveness exhibited by the civilization engaging with humanity, the ethical framework it adheres to, and the extent of biological similarities between humans and extraterrestrial beings. The quantity and type of dialogue that can occur may be influenced by these factors. The inquiry regarding whether communication occurs through signals originating from remote locations or through the use of probes or extraterrestrial beings in close proximity to Earth, or a combination of both, will also determine the extent of the enduring consequences resulting from such contact. In the context of electromagnetic signal-based communication, the duration of silence between the reception of consecutive messages holds significant implications for the outcomes of contact, as well as the level of mutual understanding. In relation to interstellar probes, a study has indicated that the initial probe to traverse between two civilizations is unlikely to be the earliest one developed by the civilization. This is because it is believed that the speed of departure tends to improve over time for each civilization, thus influencing the characteristics of the anticipated probes and the potential consequences of any probes sent at earlier stages. The idea of the human race making contact with an alien species has been a topic of fascination for decades, not only for its potential impact on science and society but also for the vast economic possibilities it could unlock. First contact with an alien species would open up an entirely new frontier of trade and commerce. The exchange of goods, technology, and knowledge between Earth and the alien civilization could potentially create a robust interstellar marketplace, fueling economic growth and development. The arrival of an alien race would undoubtedly accelerate our technological advancements. The study of their spacecraft, communication methods, and any shared knowledge could propel our scientific understanding and technological capabilities to previously unimaginable heights. Engaging in diplomatic relations with an alien race would be an unprecedented challenge. Establishing trust, communication protocols, and negotiating potential agreements would require patience, understanding, and a willingness to cooperate. This chapter in human history could be a turning point towards a more united and peaceful world. The shock and excitement generated by first contact could temporarily disrupt global markets, leading to fluctuations in stock markets and commodity prices. However, in the long term, the stability and growth resulting from interstellar trade and collaboration would likely outweigh any initial market turbulence. How would religions, deeply ingrained in human culture and beliefs, react to the confirmation of life beyond our world? The revelation of extraterrestrial life could challenge religious dogma and doctrines across various faiths. Traditional beliefs regarding the uniqueness and centrality of humanity in the eyes of the divine might face reassessment. Some might struggle to reconcile established theological views with the newfound understanding of a vast and diverse universe inhabited by intelligent beings. The encounter with an alien species could give rise to new theological paradigms that integrate the understanding of a multiverse and diverse cosmic life. Concepts of universal interconnectedness, shared spiritual values, and a broader understanding of divinity might be explored, emphasizing unity and compassion transcending planetary boundaries. For some, the revelation of extraterrestrial life might induce a spiritual crisis, challenging their beliefs and faith. Alternatively, this could also serve to reinforce faith by highlighting the grandeur and complexity of the divine creation, expanding their understanding of God's vast and diverse creation. First contact could provoke contemplation about ethical and moral considerations in a universal context. Religious teachings about compassion, stewardship, and care for creation could extend beyond Earth, prompting discussions on our responsibilities towards fellow beings in the broader cosmic community. First contact with an alien species would undoubtedly spark a myriad of religious implications and responses. It would prompt a re-evaluation of religious beliefs, challenge traditional interpretations, and encourage the development of new theological perspectives. The encounter might ultimately lead to a more inclusive and universal spirituality that transcends earthly boundaries, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all life in the vast tapestry of the cosmos. If the alien civilization is technologically advanced, the sharing of knowledge could lead to significant technological advancements on Earth. Advanced technologies could revolutionize various industries, sparking innovation and boosting productivity, consequently stimulating economic prosperity. It may lead to increased investment and collaboration in space industries. Governments, private companies, and international organizations might pool resources to explore and exploit the potential resources and opportunities that space offers, leading to a new era of economic development beyond Earth. First contact would not only be about trade and technology, but also about the exchange of culture, art, and knowledge. This cultural exchange could stimulate tourism, art markets, and educational enterprises, providing economic opportunities and contributing to a deeper understanding of our place in the universe. The need for infrastructure to facilitate interstellar trade and communication would create significant employment opportunities. Engineers, scientists, construction workers, and various other professionals would be required to contribute to the development and maintenance of space infrastructure. First contact would challenge fundamental beliefs and philosophies held by societies across the globe. Questions about our place in the universe, the existence of other intelligent beings, and our understanding of life would arise. Various religious, ethical, and cultural perspectives would need to be navigated to find a common ground that fosters understanding and cooperation. First contact with an alien species would undoubtedly have profound economic implications, potentially propelling humanity into a new era of interstellar commerce, technological advancement, and cultural exchange. While challenges and uncertainties may arise initially, the overall potential for economic growth and development is vast, offering exciting prospects for the future of humanity's economic endeavors beyond our home planet. The hypothetical scenario of first contact with an alien race is a captivating thought experiment that encourages us to reflect on the potential impact and responses of humanity. The awe and wonder, the fear and skepticism, the scientific investigations, and the philosophical contemplations would collectively shape a future where humanity might stand on the brink of a new era, united in our quest for understanding and coexistence with beings from beyond the stars.